Imagine you are on your way preparing an incredible tech product with validated features by market and only takes one step to make it happen. Build the product. You give it to a software development service to work on your idea. You eagerly discuss with the developer team to explain about your product you want, and after a few months, the product you want is finally delivered to you. The functionality of product you expect that has too much research is far below your expectation. It's all because the discussion you had with the developer team were not clearly captured by them. Use the common language of business values and they speak technically. The developer team cannot catch what you want and you don't understand what they mean. Your product failed and had to rebuild from scratch. I'm Chu Xiang from Blankon Technology Solution. We'll talk about user story. Hey everyone, have you heard about what is user story, why we need user story, and how to write a good user story? User story is an important thing for a child project. It's simple description of the desire of a user for a need. These stories are written from end user POV and the language is very informal and easy to understand. In technical side, it is the description of a feature from end user POV and helps the product team in identifying their users and requirements. It also helps to break down all the complexity into simple, easy to understand words. But why we need user stories? As I told you at the beginning of the video, user stories are very important for the success of a product. User stories become a bridge between stakeholders and the developer team in product development. It builds shared understanding and language between them, so both parts could understand customers' requirements versus challenges related to the technology. Their simple language means they are understandable by everyone. Both technical and non-technical members use this as a medium of communication. It also helps in engaging each stakeholder. The nature of user stories ignites product discussion among different stakeholders. Encourage a user-focused approach. This method gives a 100% focus to the end user. It means that everything is designed with the end users in mind, right from the beginning. The stories align the product team with what user wants. These stories serve as a constant reminder of serving user needs. Thus, user satisfaction is maximized due to user story. Now, we know what are user stories, why we need user stories, but how to write a good user stories. Great user stories always fit the invest set of criteria by Billwick. I for independent. They can be developed in any sequence and changed to one user story to affect the others. And for negotiable, it's up for the team to decide how to implement them. There is no rigidly fixed workflow. V for valuable. Each user story delivers a detached unit of value to the end users. E for estimable. It's quite easy to guess how much the time the development of a user story will take. S for small. It should go through the whole cycle, designing, coding, testing during one sprint. T for testable. There should be clear acceptance criteria to check whether a user story is implemented appropriately. User story always use simple, plain, short format. Start with as a user personas, I want an action so that benefit or value. For example, as a user, I want to link more than one credit card to my account so that I have an option to pay something with one of my credit cards. For the example, we know that user as a user personas link more than one credit card is an action and has an option to pay is a benefit or value. Now we know how to write good user stories, but don't forget that user stories has sibling, acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria provide a detailed scope of a user's requirements. They help the team understand the story's value and set expectations as to when a team should consider something done. Also, acceptance criteria is a set of conditions used to confirm when a story is complete. Let's look at an example of a complete user story with acceptance criteria. As a user, I want to link more than one credit card to my account so that I have an option to pay something with one of my credit cards. The acceptance criteria could be: the app has a maximum limit to link credit card by 5, and user cannot link credit card that already linked to the app. Now we not only know the value of this story to users, but also understand some key characteristics that require special attention during implementation. The additional bonus of this video is that you will be growing a broader and deeper knowledge base in your company about your product and its users, which will ultimately lead to better, more effective user stories coming from all across your team. Thank you and see you on another video.